We might be live. We're live. Chad, are we live this time? Is YouTube gonna work this time? I think so. Are we live? Yeah, we are. What is up, people? The internet, it is me, Real American, back in with a new stream. And that is right, we are live on this beautiful March 13th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself. And it's just me today. I usually do one stream a week with just by myself. Just want to chill out a little bit. So, on time. No, I'm a little bit late. I will admit that I was a little bit late. Sorry about that. But we are live now. So, alright, hold up. Gotta post the link on Twitter. Hold up. Give me a second, chat. Live now. There we go. There we go. Alright, chat, so I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and there's a lot to talk about today. We got new inflation numbers. We got to talk about egg prices. We have breaking news out of Ukraine and Russia. We have breaking news in really everywhere. There's a lot of news today. It's a very, very heavy news cycle today, which is kind of unusual for Thursday. Usually it's kind of slow, but not today, not today. Now, before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content. Now, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way your questions answered. And no super chats right now, but again, I'll read through them. So, we do got some pretty big numbers out of the inflation front. So, we have PPI, which I think is the, it's like producer something index, I think, right? What does PPI stand for again? It's like producer something. The point is, it's an inflation index, kind of. And, well, it came out today. And it was very good. Yeah, the producer price index, thank you. So, they were expecting a pretty big increase in this, and it wasn't. For the first time I think since, like, 2020, the PPI core actually went down. It was expected to go up by 0.3%, and actually went down by 0.1% over month-to-month change. PPI went up by only, actually, 0. So basically, this is a good indicator that, yeah, inflation's gonna start slowing down quite a bit. Producer price index. I know, I'm sorry. Sorry. Listen, it was producer something. I was wondering what the second one was. It was producer something. But yeah, so we get great economic news today. Listen, you know, I was doing a little while ago. I think everyone saw that on like Twitter and stuff. I had a video a couple weeks ago saying, hey, maybe Trump's got to put more focus on the economy. Well, that aged poorly. So again, this doesn't automatically mean that inflation's going down by 20%, but what this does mean is his policies, despite the tariffs, which remember how everyone was saying the tariffs were to cause 50% inflation? Yeah, about that. About that. So, it's looking pretty good on the inflation front. There's a chance that in April it could go down to like 2% maybe? 1.5%. It's early, but it's possible. It is entirely possible. But yeah, these are really good numbers for Trump. These are numbers that he needed. Yesterday's CPI report was excellent. This report's also pretty good. So, Rasmussen says Trump's approval going back up. I saw that. You know, I do wonder how much of that is just, you know, statistical noise, because Rasmussen does it daily, but at the same time, with how good the report was yesterday for the CPI, would it really be that surprising if, like, oh yeah, his numbers actually went up slightly again? It's possible. It is entirely possible. We'll see, though. We shall see. Yeah, so I would say the economic numbers, these are what Trump needed. You know, there are still questions as to, is this going to be a 1-month thing, or is this a long-term thing? I don't know. I really don't know yet. Well, we're going to know in April. But so far, I mean, how can anyone complain about this? This is the first full month of Trump, and the numbers are going down. The numbers are actually going down. Remember when everyone was saying they were going to go up to 20%? Yeah, that aged poorly. That aged real bad. So, alright, Yeah, Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, we're going to talk about that one. That's kind of a surprise. Which kind of sucks for Republicans, but still, it's like... He was probably told to F off. Like, dude, you're not going to win. Get out of here. You're not running for the seat. Shoo. Go away. But yeah, so I would say the economic numbers are looking pretty good. I think the stock market's actually down a little bit. Because I think Trump threatened more tariffs, I think. So, yeah. People are going to panic about the stock market, which, you know, I never understood the fascination behind, like, people worshiping the stock market. Like, of course, the stock market's important, obviously. Like, we had a bunch of streams talk about, oh, yeah, the stock market went down 10% or whatever. But the problem is, like, honestly, what percent of people are impacted by the stock market? Now, I'm not talking about the retirement savings. I'm talking about, like, day-to-day stuff. Like, what percent of Americans are really impacted by the stock market going down? Just honestly. Because I believe there was something that came out and it was like, I could be wrong about this, chat, but I believe they said, like, 93% of stocks are owned by 10% of people or something. Yeah, it's like the top 10% own 93% of stocks. So, yeah, the stock market's a big deal, but I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem like that big of a deal. A glitch Eevee for 2 feet butt a gay. Oh, gosh. Isn't running. Yeah. Yeah, he's not running. It's only around, yeah, John's in the chat, actually. Hey, John. It's only around 1 to 2% of the population are stock market day traders. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like 1 to 2% that are like actual traders. But it's like 10% own like 93% or whatever. So, again, like, the stock market's important, but, like, in the short term, I mean. Like, do people really care about it going down 1% when they don't retire for another 30 years? Just honestly. Do people care that much? I don't know about that, but... Anari for 5. As Rush Limbaugh said, good news for America is bad news for Dems. Time for media manufactured inflation. Well, CNBC had to admit today egg prices went down. I can pull up that article. CNBC. Let me pull this up. Where is it at? CNBC. Eggs. Santa Slayer for 5. Consumer confidence is a far better indicator for the healthy economy. How much people are paying for gas and food matter more. Yeah, that's a much better indicator. Again, the stock market's a big deal. No one's denying that. But the thing with the stock market is, especially in the last, like, 10 years, really the last 5, but the stock market's been propped up by bullshit. This economy was fake. It was propped up by government spending. The stock market was fake. And honestly, if it wasn't for all the stocks with, like, AI-related stuff, would the stock market really gone up that much? How much of that was because of, you know, tech companies like NVIDIA, for example? But yeah. Yeah, CNBC reported today that egg prices are rapidly falling. Remember how everyone was making a big deal about this? Oh, the egg prices are at $5 or $8 now. Yeah. Now, as of today, I can pull that one up. Egg prices. Yeah, so egg prices right now have climbed below $5. Yeah, it's below $5 now. That's the lowest since 2024 now. Remember when everyone was making a big deal about this? Yeah, it turns out that was bullshit. Guys, it was because they killed all the chickens. What do you think was going to happen? You kill how many chickens? Like 100 million? Gee, I wonder what would happen. Gee, I wonder what would happen. I think the egg price talking point's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Which, I think that this was stupid by Dems. This was such a bad idea. Now, again, focusing on the economy is a big deal. It makes sense. The problem is, they were promising everyone there's going to be 20% inflation, egg prices are going to go up to $30, and it's because of Trump. Well, now they claim this was Trump's economy. Now egg prices are falling, and now inflation's going down the tubes. So, I mean, I don't get what they're trying to accomplish. Like, yeah, the economy sucks, but you're playing a risky game of if Trump gets the economy going, you're screwed. But they banked everything on a recession. Like, not a bullshit recession. I'm talking about 30% unemployment, 50% inflation. That's what they were banking on. And that didn't happen, so. Fake speculative market money is being replaced by stakes in real assets, which are far more stable. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, the stock market was just all speculative bullshit. It was all fake. It's like, oh yeah, it's totally real. It's not. But now they're replacing that with actual assets worth something, not bullshit. We'll soon have free eggs. I would say that, but was it like 50 cents a couple years ago for like a dozen eggs? I could be wrong, but I believe back then, yeah, it was like 50 cents or something. Yeah, it was 50 cents. I don't think it'd get that low, but we'll see. We'll see. Oil prices are collapsing too, loving it, yeah. Do you see CNN denying that Trump's policies are lowering gas prices? Yeah, I saw that, yeah. I saw that. You know, they're full of shit. Like, gas prices have gone down, like, not record lows, but the lowest since, I think, 2021. Gee, I wonder what happened the last couple of months. I wonder what changed. Shanter Drazik for 5. Do you know what happened to Elect Right / Yankee Perspective? He hasn't uploaded since before the RNC and isn't on Twitter anymore either. No, he's still on Twitter, but last time I checked he was, but I think just busy with stuff. I don't know for sure. Quote the Link's been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much, good sir. $20 used to give you 2 shopping carts full of food. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, $20 used to give you a lot of food. Like, 50 cents for a dozen eggs. You know, that's what it used to be, like, a couple of years ago. But now it's $20 and, yeah, you can maybe get 2 dozen eggs and maybe get some meat. Maybe. Which is just insane, but that's a current state of the economy. That's how bad it really was. I mean, yeah, it's like $20 used to get you actually a lot of food. But now it's like, no. Which, I've always argued. Like, honestly, chat, would people really care if the stock market goes down 5%? If it means inflation goes down to 0, or like it actually goes down, would people really care that much? Because the whole argument of the stock market, how did that go under Joe? The stock market was booming. Well, yeah, that worked well. Because the economy stunk. That's why people didn't care. But if the economy is getting better, they're not going to really care that much either. So, Matt Travis for 5. Everything about the Biden economy was BS. Remember, they changed the definition of recession to fit their narrative. Trump inherited dumpster fire. Yeah. Olivia Williams for 2. I need you to answer, do you sit down to crap? Yeah. Why wouldn't you? $20 for 2 carts of food. I don't think it was 2 carts, but like, just a couple years ago, $20 would give you actually like a good amount of food. Like in a cart. So, that's what they meant. Like, I don't think it was 2 carts full of food, but still, you get the point. Much more than now, where it's like, yeah, $20 just a couple weeks ago gave you 2 dozen eggs. Just imagine saying that. $20 gives you 2 dozen eggs. Not good. Will Duns attack Trump on now? If the economy drastically improves, the war in Ukraine ends, we get Greenland. Well, we gotta talk about Ukraine because that's a pretty big deal. K-Cup for 2. But rap, stonks make economy go burr. Well, again, the stock market's important. I'm not denying that. Like, you want to have a stable stock market, but guys, this stock market was propped up by bullshit. It was fake. It was a fake stock market. It was inflated because of Biden spending God knows how much money. And NVIDIA, companies like NVIDIA, they inflated the stock market so much. They will be angry white-collar Dems, but the exact tax brackets that voted for Trump will be doing dramatically better. Yeah. It's like, okay, the top 10%, they got screwed. I don't care. This is the first time that the top 10%, they get screwed over. Good. Every other recession or whatever, it's everybody else that gets screwed. And the top 10%, they win. But now, this is the first time possibly ever that, yeah, we might have a recession, but I don't think it's going to really impact the average person. Like, everyone's dealt with so much inflation, it's like, you know what, screw it. We want a recession. We want inflation to go down. So it's like, yeah, it might screw, like, top 5% over, but I don't think it really hurts anybody else. Just a simple fact that people's been dealing with inflation for years now. Olivia Williams for 2. Brown over Sununu. Brown could beat Pappas. Better choice. I mean, I like Scott Brown, but I don't know. I like Scott Brown. I think he's good, but I think I'll run Sununu. Biden basically used Soviet economics. Just edit the paper so it looks positive. Yeah, that's what they did. That's Soviet economics. Let's see. Anything new from Tyrone? I think he says he'll be back next week, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so he'll be able to join streams next week, I think. I could be wrong, but we'll see. The Trump exit Twitter account is still claiming Trump is not lowered eggs. Are you serious? Hold up, what? Trump lowered... There's no way. Bro. Are you freaking serious? I don't know what the left likes. I don't get why the left does this. They copy and paste what these gimmick accounts of the right-wingers started years ago, and they can't do it properly. Has Trump lowered the cost of eggs? No. Egg prices are lower than before he took office. What the hell are you talking about? Let me pull up, yeah, right here. On January 21st, his first full day in office, it was $6.55. Now it's $4.89. That's a 25% decrease. Why? Just admit that you were wrong and give it up, because the more they push this bullshit, the more out of touch you look. So, most of the Dems are gone mentally. Well, yeah, but still, it's insane. It is insane. Let's see. It posts at exactly the same time every day, so I think this account is a bot. It probably is. I can smell the unemployment for that gimmick account. That's real. Or he or she lives in California, like they still like $20 for a dozen eggs or something. Has Trump decreased the price of eggs? Yeah, he did. It's just even CNN's admitting that. CNBC's admitting that. They're all admitting that, yeah, Trump actually lowered the cost of eggs. Maybe we do need free eggs to finally wake the Dems up. Real. Well, we're not gonna get free eggs, but get down like what it was, like $1 or whatever. If that. Let's see. Thoughts of Tim Walz news. Yeah, he's running. It looks like Tim Walz is running. Pete Buttigieg looks like he's running. Former mayor of Chicago's running. Harris might run. Oh my, that primary is be a shit show and a half. That account is ran by a part-time Redditor. That's real. Alright. K-Cup for 2. How was the debate last night? I missed it, sadly. I watched parts of it. Shibble kicked her ass. I don't get what Crawford's trying to do, but... Even though the questions were favored for her, she got... I don't know what she was doing. That was stupid. That was dumb. Let's see. What a horrible bench. Yeah, you get Harris, Pete Buttigieg, Tim Walz, and that Ram guy, whatever his name is. And there's others. Stephen A. Smith might run. You might see Gretchen Whitmer run. Man, what an excellent bench, everybody. What a great bench. When your top options are Tim Walz and Harris, you're screwed. You're freaking screwed. Dems primary will be chaos. Yeah, it'll be a shit show. Meanwhile, for the Republican primary, Vance. Yeah, it's just we have Vance. And of course, like, Chris Christie's gonna run or something, but yeah. Yeah, he gets 5% and leaves. I still don't get why Christie ran in the first place. Did anyone ever figure out why he did that? What was the point? You couldn't even do good in New Hampshire, which was supposed to be your Hail Mary. What was the point? LT has disappeared since, against his Trump speech. Yeah. Inari for 2. Why Tim Walz Estro Man? That's real. They're gonna pick Kamala again, aren't they? They're gonna pick Harris again, yeah. They're gonna pick frickin' Harris. I kind of want Chris Christie to run for the Chris Christie town halls. That is fair. The Chris Christie town halls were terrible. They're awful. What about Georgia? What about Georgia? All right. Yeah, Tyrone has confirmed to me that he will be back next week. So, yeah, I'm going to pull up the Tim Walz stuff because people are talking about that. Tim Walz. Town halls. Lord Croc for 5. Did you hear about the Trump Gulf going after Tesla fire bombers? I spell federal prison for them. Yeah, I agree. He's going to. I should say I heard it. So. Yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know why people are firebombing Teslas. What's the point? What's the freaking point? So it's like, what do you gain out of it? Okay, you burn down a car, you probably do. The funny thing about that is, don't you do damage to the environment by firebombing a car? Like, especially a Tesla. Wouldn't that do a lot of harm to the environment? Wouldn't that do a lot of bad things? Jacko Max for 5. Republicans likely won't win California governor, but that Democrat primary will be brutal, especially if Harris steps into it. It could leave Dems with bad public relations for 26. Well, yeah, I think Dems will win California, but if Harris runs, that primary is a shit show. Katie Porter and Harris are, what great options for Democrats. What fantastic picks right there. What a joke. Donald Trump is a fake conservative. What? People who use Teslas are liberals anyways. They're eating their own. Well, I don't know about that. Like, it used to be like a liberal thing, but now I think just people like Teslas. They're nice cars. Chance of Drazik for 5. Imagine Vance running against Tim Walz. He'd probably flip New Jersey, New Mexico, if anything. It'd be great seeing Vance crush Walz in the debates all over again. Yeah, that'll be a beatdown. That debate would be bad. K-Cup for 5. Trump, if you attack or destroy any American company, you'll be prosecuted like a domestic terrorist. Media. But what about January 6th? Well, yeah, I mean, like, it's a good point by Trump. It's like, hey, if you're going to firebomb an American company, we're going to freaking throw you in jail. Get out of here. You're a terrorist. Get out of here. Shoo. And I'm a good place for them. Hey, we have Gitmo open. Send them there. They never care about the environment. They just use it as a reason to control over the economy. Yeah, that's true. Like, they never cared for the environment. They never did. The left always used it as an excuse to, oh, we need a carbon tax or we're going to die in 5 years. No, we need to have, we got to ban cars. We got to ban people from leaving their house because of the environment. So, I'm just an old school kind of guy. The less smart technology in my car, the better. Well, yeah, but honestly, I don't know. I understand what you're saying, but Teslas are just a nice car. They're a nice car if they were more affordable. I mean, like, it's a little bit higher quality brand, but you get the point. Like, I don't know. I think it's a good car, but anyways. Actual Ron Paul did nothing important. What? Clinton judge rules Trump must rehire tens of thousands. Wait, what? What's up with these freaking judges? Clinton judge. Are you freaking serious? Another rogue judge out of California just ruled that the Trump administration must reinstate all employees of the VA, USDA, Department of Defense, Department of Energy, DOI, and Treasury who were fired. What the actual fuck? Listen. The legal system worked for 100 or 200 years because you did not have judges like this. You didn't. But now they're all over the place. What the hell? So you're telling me that the president has no power to fire anybody? Really? Where the hell is Jim Jordan? Where the hell is the Judiciary Committee? Where are they? Where are the impeachment proceedings? Like Eagleman brought up, where are the impeachment proceedings? This is insane. You cannot have a legal system this insane. All right, Andrew Jones for 5. Trump is threatening the EU with a whopping 200% tariff on wine and champagne exports in retaliation to the American whiskey tax proposal. I saw that. I support that. I support it. If you're going to tax our companies, we'll tax you back. So, judges don't have to do that. I mean, the judges are not supposed to do anything like this. Like, I don't get why a judge could just say, yeah, so I single-handedly decided to rehire the entire federal government. That's insane. There's got to be something done with these judges. I don't know what, but I don't know. But the problem is you can't get rid of them because Democrats are never going to get rid of them. So, not good. American Nerd for 10. About what was discussed earlier in the late 1990s, NVIDIA was in deep financial straits and needed an influx of cash. Sega saved them, but they betrayed Sega, so they blamed Sega for NVIDIA stock problems. Well, I wouldn't say they're stock problems. It's NVIDIA's a good company. They have a big AI. They're focused on AI is helping them. That's what happened. This is judges dictating policy. Yeah, this is not like, oh yeah, so Trump did it improperly. If he did it properly, he could fire them. No, it's like, no, you can't fire them. No, you can't. So, let me get this straight. The president has no power to fire people in the federal government. So, how do you... Why? Does no one see the problem with this? If you can't fire these people, you don't have control over your own branch of government, which Trump is the executive for a reason. This is the executive branch. He has control over it, but no. Apparently he's not allowed to fire anybody because some crappy judge said so. I hope Trump just ignores them. Just says, screw you. We're not gonna listen to you. Honestly, what would this judge do? What could this judge do about it? Honestly. What could he even do? So who's in charge of the country? The judges. They want complete control. So, any way we can remove these corrupt judges? Impeachment, but that's not going to happen. You don't got the votes. Don't got the votes. I think there's got to be some kind of reform where it's like a judge can't, like, intervene this obviously. You can't allow this. Yes, totally this judge is impartial. Totally. He's just a Clinton nominee for the 90s, and he mysteriously ruled that Trump can't fire anybody. So I don't know how you get rid of them. There is actually another thing you could do, which I don't want to do this, but Democrats open the Pandora's box. Now hear me out on this one. I guarantee you, all these judges have extremely corrupt ties. Like, they've done some very shady stuff. Just send the DOJ after them. I don't want to talk like that, but you got to deal with these people somehow. If they're not going to, like, listen, it's not just they're saying, oh, you have to fire them a certain way. They're just saying you can't do anything. You can't do a damn thing as president. Just, oh, hey, you ruled against us for some shitty reason. Hey, we found out you had some very interesting ties to China. That's what they should do. Like, I don't want to talk like that, but you have to do it. You force these people out. You think Bonnie can take care of these people? She's not been good. So I don't think so. Don't think so. Stephen Howard for 5. How is Trump supposed to get anything done with these extremist judges? This is getting ridiculous. Well, the Supreme Court, but Coney Barrett's been worthless, so... Dems broke the bottle when they went after Trump. If it's good for him, it's good for these judges. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to do this. I think it's a bad idea, but you can't have judges like this pulling shit like this. You just can't. You don't got a functioning country then. You can't do anything. All right. Dude, Biden did ignore them. Yeah, but you gotta deal with them now. You have the mandate to get rid of these people for good. I bet some of these judges have suspicious hard drives. Yeah, listen. Hey, Pam Bondi, if you want to redeem yourself, go after these judges. Which, by the way, where the hell are the Epstein files? Anyone know? Anyone know where the Epstein files are? Chancellor Drazik, Putin agreed to a ceasefire, checks Kelvin Coolidge project. Yep, I'm going to pull that up. American Nerd for 5. Which branch should be the most powerful in the government, in your opinion? I personally think it should be the executive, but I get why some say Congress. None. The whole point was it had checks and balances. That's the whole point. It has checks and balances, but now you don't got any checks in the judiciary. You don't. Like, you still got checks on the executive. You got checks at Congress because you can throw them out of office. But now it's like, how do you get rid of these judges? I don't know. All right. Let's see. Scott Brown should run for a House seat since we are more than likely getting redistricting. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Scott Brown could absolutely run and probably win. So, and then run for Senate in 28 or whatever. Do that, then I'll support that. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull up the breaking news out of Ukraine. This is kind of the big story of the day. Well, this just broke a little while ago. Putin's ceasefire. All right, let me pull this up. Yep, right here. So, we got breaking news out of Russia. Russia's agreed to a U.S.-Ukraine ceasefire, but wants to speak to Trump first. Putin said, we agreed to proposals for the ceasefire, but our position is based on the assumption that the ceasefire would lead to a long-term peace. Excuse me. Something that would remove the initial reasons for the crisis. So, it sounds like they agreed to a ceasefire. Again, it's Putin, you gotta be careful, but I find it funny that the millisecond Trump did something today, which he actually did. Trump, Russia. I gotta pull this up. Yeah, so what Trump did today, and this happened like 5 minutes before Putin announced this. Trump has cut off Russian oil sales to the EU. President Trump had ended the Biden policy that allowed sanctioned Russian banks that process EU payments for oil. Yeah. So what Trump did was say, okay, you want to continue the war, dude? Okay, we're going to end this policy that benefited you, all right, that allowed these banks to process these payments. Well, now, out of nowhere, Putin's like, oh, you know what? Let's agree to the ceasefire. Well, let's agree to the ceasefire. And that's how you end the war, everybody. Now, they still got to agree to it. That's the question. Will Putin actually do it? We'll see. But it does seem like that Vladimir Putin has agreed to end the war. So, if this actually happens, Trump's popularity is going to go up. It's going to. Because he demonstrated that he can end the war quick. And I know people are saying, oh, he promised in a day. Guys, I know he said he'll end it in a day, but realistically, that was never going to happen. But he ended the war. Better than Joe in, what, 4 years? He did nothing for years. Olivia Williams for 2. Casey over DeSantis or Donalds. She is more qualified and not DEI. How is Casey DeSantis qualified? How? Byron Donalds was in the state legislature for 5 years or 4, in Congress for 6, and he was in the finance sector for years. Casey DeSantis, her only qualification is she was the first lady of Florida. So, the only thing that hurts Putin is stopping his oil. Yeah, that's how you deal with Putin. It's like, oh God, you cut off his oil and he surrenders? Gee, I wonder why. It's as if Russian oil is what's keeping Russia afloat. So, let's see. But yeah, so it does look like we're about to finally end the war. Good. Again, we gotta see what Russia and Ukraine does because they're both idiots. Both sides are dumb. They had how many people die over this war? How many people died because of this shit? Like, honestly, how many people? Like, wasn't like 100? I think it was like a couple 100,000, wasn't it? I mean, like, they killed so many people over this pointless war. It was pointless. They could have dealt with it immediately, but they didn't. So, just saw that Andy Biggs running for governor. Yeah, everyone knew about that. Yeah, Biggs will win the primary. I hope. We'll see. I don't like the fact Trump is back in what's her face? What's her name? Robeson. Yeah, he's back in Robeson for whatever reason, but I hope he reconsiders that endorsement. Hopefully he reconsiders. Or like 1 million. Well, I know Trump said that, but I think that's including like, I think that's just casualties in total. Like deaths and injuries and stuff. It's at least a couple 100,000 for freaking nothing. For no reason. They could have ended the war in 2022. Biggs will win the main and primary. Yeah, he's gonna win. I hope he does. Ropes is just not liked in Arizona. She's not. Have you heard about beef tallow being used in fast food? I saw that, yeah. I think, I forget which brand, which company's doing that now? What was the first, like, food chain actually changing that? I don't know. American Nerd for 5 rap. People need to understand that whenever Trump says he'll do something in one day, he's being hyperbolic, and that he'll do it as quickly as possible. Yeah, most people understand that. It's like when he says a day, he means yeah, he'll get it done ASAP. Compared to Biden, it was a day. So, Steak and Shake, thank you. Yeah, Steak and Shake switched over, and I'm hoping every other company does that. It's just healthier. It's better and healthier. So, I can see Biggs winning. Yes, Arizona will be close. However, Arizona tried hard to the right last year. And plus, Biggs is a much stronger candidate than Lake. I don't get where this idea came from that Biggs is weak. He electorally overperforms Trump big time. And he's not Kari Lake. So, congratulations, Dems. You fucking played yourselves. Yeah. I mean, Dems, if they kept their damn mouths shut, they could have used this time to recuperate. They could use this time to reorganize because it was a mess. Their party was a shit show. But they couldn't help themselves. They were banking on 80% inflation, World War III, the economy to crash by 80%. That's what they were banking on. So, it just, the Democrats, they should have kept their mouth shut. Like, Republicans, even in 21, they took a couple months off to recuperate. That's what happened. Now, it wasn't good. I mean, they still fucked up in 22, but at least they realized, okay, we gotta figure this out. But Democrats, they don't care. They're either so incompetent, or they don't care. Vivek will win the main and primary. I hope Yost wins, but, yeah. It's looking likely it's gonna be Vivek. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Ethnic feud wars are silly, honestly. They are. Yeah, they're dumb. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's Yost, but well, I don't see him winning the primary. Now, Ramaswamy's running a shit campaign, but it's early. It is very early. I think Dems will lose Michigan governor and Senate races. We'll see. Which, by the way, later today I'll have a video up for the 2024 or 2028 stuff. We gotta talk about Buttigieg and Walz. Because those idiots are gonna run. Those dumbasses are gonna actually run. We'll see. Honestly, I do worry Vivek might lose a general. No, he'll win by like 5. He'll do pretty shitty, but he'll win by just enough. Barely. Alright, so, in other news, there's something very interesting that was being promoted a couple days ago. Actually, yesterday, yeah. So, yesterday, Howard Lutnick, the, Commerce Secretary, he said something very interesting that came out of nowhere. And now, Congressman Mike Collins of Georgia, he's now saying that, according to him, the Trump administration is reportedly considering no taxes for people who make less than $150,000 per year, per Representative Mike Collins. Yeah. So, it turns out that the Trump administration, they're proposing cutting old taxes for those that make less than $150,000. Please be true. Please. Listen, For starters, let's be honest here. Would this really change that much the revenue? Let's be honest, like, honestly, how much money comes from the bottom brackets? Like 5% or whatever? Guys, the most of the income taxes come from rich people. That's just a fact. So, Trump is saying, okay, the people that make less than 150,000, you pay nothing. You pay nothing in taxes. I support this for obvious reasons. I support this. Kate Comfort so after Trump's term, and say after maybe 8 years of Vance, who do you think will take the Reagan spot in the party as the iconic face of it? There won't be an iconic, it'll just be Trump then. Like, Trump will be the Reagan of the party in 10 years. But who'll take the mantle? I don't know. We'll see. Joe Longo for 2. Buttigieg is not running for Senate. Yep, I saw that. Just saw that. What's your thoughts on the stuff going on with the InfoWars? I heard about that, so I guess they're, one of the reporters got killed or something, and they're getting threatened or something. I don't know. The government shutdown, it'll hurt the DNC. Yeah, that's another thing. The DNC, the Democrats are supposedly gonna, they're split, I guess. I guess they don't want a shutdown now, which, yeah, duh. Guys, they're in no place to support a shutdown. If they do, they're fucked. And, like, the funny thing is, I gotta pull this up. Jasmine Crockett, everybody's favorite person for 2028. Jasmine Crockett, let me pull this up. Polite rude guy for 2, I'll be voting Trump 28 in the primary. Dude, he's not running. He's not running again. I know they're grandstanding and saying, oh, he can run again. He's not. I don't think he wants to run again. I really don't think so. He wants to be done. Yeah, so a little while ago, let me pull this up. So, yeah, this is what Jasmine Crockett said. We are shutting down the government to block federal layoffs. Yeah. So, Jasmine Crockett, this is the genius of the Democrat Party. They support the federal workers so much that they're going to shut down the government to protect the federal workers. Does no one see a problem with that? Does anyone notice anything wrong with this? Anyone? Just take a guess what's wrong with this theory that they're pushing. If they shut down the government, all those federal workers are going to be out of money. They're not going to get paid for a while. So, you're going to shut down the government. That's going to impact all these federal workers because you don't want them getting fired? What? What the hell are you talking about? You're a sitting congresswoman, and you don't know how the government works? This hurts federal employees. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's dumb. Very, very dumb. Don't blame her, blame the idiots that vote constantly for them. Yeah. If we forcibly make Crockett the face of the blue party, then the party tanks. Yeah, we should. Crockett 2028. I 100% endorse Crockett for 2028. Oh, this is so stupid. Crockett has been controlled opposition, right? I just think she's a dumbass. I think she's just actually a dumbass. I think the Democratic Party is just filled with dumbasses, if I'm being honest. As long as they don't give the welfare able-bodied, abuse the system meant for severely handicapped elderly folks, so support the tax change. What? Alright, yeah, so Jasmine Crockett's not too smart. This is stupid. This whole thing, I don't get this party. I don't get this party at all. It's just dumb. Very dumb. Tax for 150,000 bracket or lower contributes about $560 billion. No, I don't believe that. That's way too much. I don't think it's that high. I could be wrong, I guess, but I don't think so. All right, Rodillo for 2. Crockett should run for Senate in 2026. No, save her for president. Save her for president in 2026. Please. We would be so owned if they run her. That would be such a disaster for us. Running Jasmine Crockett would be like if we ran Andrew Tate. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Has Trump defied any court orders yet? I think he did. He's just ignoring them, I think. Some of them. Hold up, we got breaking news, everybody. We got breaking news out of Greenland. Breaking. According to Trump. Hold up. Right here. Hold up. Gotta pull this up. Yeah, breaking from Open Source Zone. President Trump says, I think the annexation of Greenland will happen. Trump is now saying they're going to annex Greenland. Please happen. Please, Trump, if you're listening to this, annex Greenland for the memes. Please. Greenland, come to us. He thinks they're going to annex. I don't know how, like, the only way I could see it happen is if they break free from Denmark and we just pay them a shitload of money. That's what I think would happen. We should annex by force. No. Just give them a bunch of money and say, here. Well, we'll take Denmark. We'll take this from Denmark. Who is she? That's a new name. Oh, Crockett? She's the Democrats' frontrunner for 26. Or 28, I should say. I'm not even joking. There was a report that came out that Democrat leadership, they want Jasmine Crockett for 28. So, good luck with that. Make Fetterman the Pope of Greenland. Oh, gosh. Play Rude Guy for 2. Trump 28 if he does it. Suck it, Rhinos. He's not running. He is not running. American Nerd for 5. Rapid Secretary Bud Judge doesn't run for Michigan Senate in 26. What chances do Republicans have of flipping that seat? I say pretty low now. Yeah, he's not running. He is not running. He is not running, so. Greenland residents are about to get paid and they know it. Well, that's the thing. It's like, they're going to get a shitload of money out of this. More than likely. So why would they just take the money? It's like, hey, here's a couple $1,000,000 for each of you. If you let us take you over, here's a couple $1,000,000. And we'll help develop Greenland. Do an economic powerhouse. That's the offer I would take. Just say, hey, here's $10 million. I mean, how much would it actually cost? Like, give them a couple $1,000,000 each. And be done with it. Someone on the inside told Buttigieg not to run. Yeah, he was forced not to run. Because they know he would have got crushed. But even then, the primaries look like a shit show. So, good luck with that one. What's next is Pete Buttigieg is going to carpet bag to Illinois. It makes slightly more sense of Michigan. Oh my gosh. Is that his play? Doesn't run for president. He is actually going to run for the Senate seats. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just give everyone in Greenland free Netflix subscriptions. Real. Just give them like a couple $1,000,000 each. Be done. Be done with it. Alright, so, hold up. What is this? What? Oh my gosh. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. Is this real? There's no way this is real. So this is a video that's going around. Let me pull this up. What the hell? I gotta confirm this is real. Did they actually do the same thing again? No way. So, okay, I finally found it. So, remember how a couple weeks ago the Democrats got caught, you know, copying and pasting videos, or those shitty videos of them saying, like, Trump bad, Orange Man bad, and, like, they have the same clips and everything? Well, they did the same thing again. These idiots did the same thing. They did the same thing they got caught doing a couple weeks ago. Look at this. Look at this. Just watch. They copied and pasted the same narrative over and over again. What the hell? What is this? It just keeps going. They're using AI for these posts. They have to. Look, it just keeps. What the hell? So you're telling me? Oh my gosh! It just keeps going. It just keeps going. ChatGPT Congress. Oh my gosh. How many? Did every single House Democrat do this? Holy shit. Wow. I thought them posting the same video over again was an embarrassment. That might have been more pathetic. Somehow. How do you accomplish that? How? You're telling me that not a single person noticed, oh yeah, we'll post the same thing at once. It's the same interns. This is the Democrat Party, everybody. A glitch EV for 5. I mean, the top 2 parties in Greenland are the 2 most pro-American ones. Yeah, I know the second one is pro-America, kind of. First one, I don't know, but we'll see. Democrats are the real cult. Yeah, I mean, all they do is they all copy-paste the same thing over and over again. They're not authentic. This is why the Democrat Party's dying. They're ran by the same shitty interns that ran the America into the ground. And they're listening to the same people. I don't get it. I really don't get this party. Just a mess. Alright, I really think one person runs all these accounts. Oh, I agree. I think they do. New York Police Department arrested protesters at Trump Tower. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. There's protesters at Trump Tower. It's not really a shocker, but these people are AI. Well, we had the AI candidate in, Texas. Now we can confirm that, we actually have AIs and we have NPCs in Congress. So, Mario G for 2. Rap, can we say 1984, 2 + 2 = 5? Yeah. That's how these people operate. They just copy and paste the same script over and over again. Do I have to make another video on this? Really? Whatever. It's just a joke. Boomer interns. That's real. Want to know what's scarier? There are people who actively want these people in charge. Yeah, they do. And speaking of Democrats, can someone explain to me this new trend of what Democrats are posting? So, for starters, we talked about this last night or yesterday, but that logo sucks. The new logo for Democrats is shit. But I have a question for everybody. Who thinks this is good messaging? Who thinks this is a good idea to post this? This is the official account, by the way. This is the official Democrats account. And this is what they're talking about. They just had the word bullshit. Of course, Tony Evers. Of course. Calling out Trump of dismantling the Department of Education. And yet again, let me pull this up. They're doing the same thing with this one. You can't make this up. You just can't. Where is it? They posted. I gotta find it. Anyways. But yeah, so this is their new messaging. Just say bullshit. Really? Guys, This doesn't appeal to anybody. It's a electable rap. How is it electable? It's like, yeah, I swear all the time, but like, this doesn't make people like you. Just because you swear doesn't mean people like you. Is this what people think of Trump? That people like Trump because he swears? He says bullshit? I don't think so. There's a resist libs attempt to seem cool to Gen Z. Yeah. People like Trump not because he swears, but because he's just funny. Yeah, cussing, haha. Yeah, it's just like, if it's a context, yeah, it can be funny, but like, no. Saying bullshit and just this, oh, it's bullshit. Whatever. Scott Jennings put it best. Trump jumps on the majority side of 80-20 issues. The Democrats are reflectively against him to do, against him. So they go on the 20 side. Yeah. Trump picks his 80-20 issues and win every time. So. Since the death of the Department of Education was started, we've gone from 1st to 24th. I don't like this drop. What? Huh? Oh, so the start? Yeah, ever since we had the Department of Education, we've gotten worse. We have gotten factually worse. And that's why we gotta get rid of it. They think everyone thinks like people in the hood. Gosh. We should convince them that this works so they keep doing it. I mean, yeah, but surely they're going to catch on and realize, oh, this is not going to work. Surely they're going to realize this is not good. They won't. They're not going to learn anything. This party's filled with dumbasses. Alright, we went from top of the world in education to the bottom. The fact rap struggled to read that sentence just exemplifies the fact. What? What? I just read what he said. He said the death of the Department of Education. So, thank you. Thank you, sir. Anyways. What else do these clowns post? Really? Are you freaking serious? They posted this yesterday? No freaking way. No way. They posted this yesterday when egg prices dropped to below $5. Dragon Rollins to join the channel. Thank you so much, good sir. Thank you for joining the channel. It took you a minute to get to what I said. What? What do you mean? I'm literally reading through chat, dude. Yeah, this is sad. Yeah, this is pretty sad. I don't get how this is... And of course they've ruined this meme now. Wait till the memers learn egg prices are down. Yeah. It's gonna be like $1.50 in a week or so, and they're gonna say egg prices are still sky high. Democrats have become retarded itself. Gosh. These people are mentally unhinged, yeah. Dems ruined the meme. Yeah, they did. The Department of Education doesn't work, our host can barely read. What the hell are you talking about? I can read just fine. Anyways, this meme aged like spoiled eggs. They posted this after egg prices went down. The average went down by like $5 or whatever. So, good job. Good job. Anyways, I'll just stop being funny. Oh, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't think... I did not realize you were actually being sarcastic. Sorry. Alright, like everything that they do, Dems ruin everything they touch, yeah. I'm like, egg price down to $4.80 now. These idiots. I don't get what they're doing. I don't get this party. Like, listen, I know you got crushed in 2024, and you have, like, what do you even call this? Like, they're deranged, yeah, but it's like, these people are just so out of touch with everything. Memes are really funny when they're done in good humor. Dems are angry, miserable people. Yeah, they're miserable. They are. The stock market might drop. However, egg prices are going down, gas prices are going down, inflation is slowing. Yeah, that's the thing with inflation and stuff. But the thing is, it's like, yeah, stock market might go down, but the reason people care about the stock market is if the economy's booming or whatever. It's like, the stock market's important, but if the economy's dog shit, who freaking cares? If the stock market goes down and in return we get inflation lowered, people take that any day of the week. What's this about Michigan? What about Tudor Dixon? What? No. Please tell me this is fake. Are you shitting me? Justin, Tudor Dixon may be the 2026 Republican Senate candidate in Michigan instead of Mike Rogers. Among strong Trump supporters, +9 for Dixon. Among very conservative, +4. Among those who with their minds made up, +17. You're telling me that we can run Mike Rogers, all right, who can win and probably will win, and we're going to probably run Tudor Dixon. Please, God, no. No! Not this again! For those that don't know, Tudor Dixon ran in 2022 and got absolutely wiped off the face of the earth. Unbelievable. This got to be fake. I'm hoping it's fake. Just please, get behind Mike Rogers. Don't do the shit of, oh, we need Tudor Dixon because Mike Rogers isn't MAGA enough. Yeah, Dixon's awful. Dixon is awful. Yeah, no. Just, no. No Tudor, please. Yeah, I mean, like, listen. If Dixon ran for a random House seat, fine. But this is not a random House seat. This is for the Senate. Walk talk for 10. The old argument, I love Trump because he swears, like saying I hate Trump because he swears. It's like saying I hate Abraham Lincoln because he was anti-abolitionist in his early years. Or I hate McKinley because he was an imperialist. Yeah. They just hate Orange Man because they want to. It's dumb. I don't care about how MAGA they are, I care about electability. Well, again, there's a certain point where it's like, okay, if you run a Chris Christie type to win, if you run a Chris Christie type in Pennsylvania, that I don't care who wins. But if it's like a Mike Rogers type or Tudor Dixon, I'm going with Mike Rogers. Because Mike Rogers has a good chance of winning. So, we at Kiss Michigan said a goodbye. I wouldn't say that yet, because she may not run. I'm hoping she doesn't. Just, okay, how about this? We get some random House Republican in Michigan retire, and we run Mike Rogers for Senate, and she can have a House seat. Please, just do that. But we're probably not. Probably not. I really want to win this seat. Michigan hasn't had a Republican senator in decades. Yeah, so I think we can win it, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm talking the Rogers type. Yeah, if it's between Mike Rogers and Tudor Dixon in Michigan, yeah, I'm taking Mike Rogers because he's good enough on the issues and he'll win. But if it's like Ohio, I'll take Dixon. That's how I look at it. Again, if it's a Chris Christie type, no, I don't care. Not supporting him. But I don't think Brad Schimmel will win, unfortunately. Republicans don't come out in special elections. That's the concern, but we'll see. Right now, I think it's 50-50, but we'll see. We shall see. Again, I'm not going to make an official prediction on that one. Well, I will, but not a margin prediction. So, right now, I think it's 50-50. But it could change. It could change. I think Dixon might make Ohio competitive. No. Ohio's more conservative than Michigan. Way more conservative. So the stuff Dixon said, yeah, it may not play out the best, but she'll still win. So, again, just run her like Michigan or something, or Ohio, or whatever. If you really want Dixon, go ahead. I guess there's a poll for Alaska. Oh gosh, what now? Alaska poll. Oh, that's fun. That is very fun. It's data for... Okay. Guys, data for progress in Democrat pollster. Listen, these guys sucked in 2024. They used to be okay, but yeah, they're not good. Guys, it's Alaska polling. Alaska polling sucks. It's off by like 30 points every year. You can't pull Alaska. You just can't. What are we doing about the Supreme Court race? We have TP Action, Bart serving the state. Yeah, I mean, they are. And Elon Musk's group, America PAC, they're doing the same thing. So, it'll be close. It'll be close. Dixon will probably lose the House seat too, unless it's in a safe seat. I don't know. We'll see, though. We shall see. 22% undecided in Alaska. Yeah, but people are going to panic and say, oh, no, it's over for the orange. It's over for Republicans because reasons. They're the same polling group that had the Dixon poll. What? What poll? Who the fuck is he going to pull in Alaska? That's the thing. It's like, you can't pull Alaska. You just can't. Because it's one of those states where it's like, you can't contact half the state most of the time. So how are you going to pull it properly? Scott Brown should run for Maine governor. It was a former part of Massachusetts anyways. No. He's running for something in New Hampshire. I support him for Senate unless Sununu runs. But we'll see. We are cooked at it for progress is not bad. They're awful. What are you talking about? They used to be okay, but not so much anymore. Let me pull this up. Alright, data for progress. Yeah, so, America First Insight, which people should go follow, by the way. We, have the updated scorecard again. Let me pull this up. Okay. Scroll down here, and look at that! Data for progress, C-. An average bias of D plus 3.5. An average error of 5. That is bad. That is really shitty. They're slightly worse than ABC and Washington Post. So, not good. Not good. I forgot some of these pollsters suck. Gosh, these are pretty bad. Alaska's moving a little left, but mostly because of ranked choice voting. Yeah. Because Alaska's a weird system with, there's a lot of independents in the state. A lot of independents. And, like, they actually vote independent, so. Picking, Tudor Dix is literally committing suicide for the Senate seat. It is. You're picking a shitty option. Dragon Raw is for $1. Thank you so much, good sir. What's worse, pollster? Sooner Poll. Sooner Poll is an Oklahoma pollster. And in the 13 polls we ever looked at, right? We looked at... Hold up. What happened? Yeah. So, in the 13 polls we looked at, they've had an average bias of D plus 13. An average miss of 13 points. That means every single poll from the Sooner Poll has been off by 13 points in the same direction. And not a single one of their polls was within 5 points of the final margin of victory. Or what was it? Percentage of 3. Excuse me. 3% of the final result. This pollster's they're the worst in the country by far. So you're off by 13 points. You're awful. Get out of here with this shit. Alaska actually has many functional parties. Yeah, they have they have like 3 different parties. There's like an Alaska party. There's like a weird green party or something. It's a mess. It's a mess. Oh, big village down here. Of course. The listener group, they're pretty bad too. There's some bad ones. There are some pretty bad ones. Survey Monkey's bad. Change Research is bad. Basically anything above a B- you could kind of listen to. And like know you're getting something decent. A+, that's pretty good. Even the Washington Post, which we gotta clarify this one because they changed pollsters, but they were actually pretty good. So because they only have Trump plus 15 in Oklahoma. No, I think they had, oh gosh, what's his name? Stitt. They had Stitt winning by like 2 or whatever. They're shitty pollster. They suck. Chance of racing for 5. I have a friend who's in her 50s. Very conservative. She voted for Obama because she hated McCain. I think that's why states in Indiana went blue in 08. Well, yeah, people hated McCain, and the economy stunk, and people had hope for Obama, that he was going to have real change. And he didn't. So, no change. No bullshit. It was all fake. Yeah, so I'm looking at some of these other pollsters. Yeah, there's some real good ones. I would say, like, if you want to for sure have good pollsters, list anything above B-. Be careful some of the B's. Marquette Law, for example. They snuck their way up here. So. But the thing with Marquette is they pull this shit where it's like, oh, their polls in, like, August have, like, D plus 30. But then it's, oh, D plus 1 at the end. So. Alright, the chances of Alaska become the next Washington or Oregon is very slim. It's not gonna happen. But with the ranked choice voting system, you get Dems now. So Dragon Rawls for 2. JD Vance got heckled by pro-Ukraine protesters. I saw that. These people are nuts. Vance is trying to calmly explain, like, the position of Ukraine, and then they just lose their freaking minds. Not very stable, people. Not very stable. So. Alright, everybody, so I think that's it for today. We went over everything. We will be back probably next Monday for a stream. Maybe a bit sooner, we'll see. Alright, so anyways, folks, if you got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, whatever, send them now. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats. The change Obama promised was the just crappy neoliberal globalist ideology. Well, he promised actual change. Good change, but he was full of shit. So. Is Brian Kemp likely running for Senate? Yes. He should. I swear, if he runs for president, I'm going to blow a gasket. He's going to get 10% in Iowa and lose. If that. Pretty dumbass. Alright. Rap, you should make an alternate 2012, 2016 if Obama kept his promises. That's actually a good video idea. We'll see. Last calls, everybody. For any questions, we'll send them now. Send them now. I predict North Carolina go blue. I don't know. It depends if Cooper runs, but I don't think he will. Like Democrats, they always get this one candidate they think they're gonna run, but they don't. So. He can run after becoming a senator. Exactly! That's the whole point. If you want to run for president, dude, okay, fine. Run for Senate, and then run for president. And just say, hey, America needs change now or something. Don't do the shit of, oh, you know, I ran for Senate. Or I can't run for Senate because president. No, that's bullshit. Any candidates like a primary Lindsey Graham? Ralph Northman. How do you say his name? Alright, we'll see you guys in the next stream video, wherever. And by the way, before I forget, what's everybody's thoughts on the new videos recently? Question, like, how the thumbnails look better? How the videos been? Just honestly, I'm curious about everybody's feedback. Because I've been kind of changing the way I do videos now. I actually put more effort into it, I guess. What are your guys' thoughts on it? You might have noticed we actually have actually kind of halfway quality videos now, so I'm curious. The thumbnails have gotten a lot better, so just curious what everybody has to say. I like them, but I missed the opening music. So, okay, the reason I cut the intro out is analytically it was, I don't know why, it was just not working. I didn't really like it anyways. So, a little weird without the intros. But the funny thing is, it actually helped. I think the intro just, like, I like the intro, but at the same time, I got kind of sick of it. But, yeah. And then it got better. Yeah, it went from dog shit to, like, shit. It's still pretty bad, but it's better. No, I don't got a Discord. Your videos have gotten better, yeah. Now there's less Biden moments. What? No, I just think what makes it better is I actually have clips in there. No more arrows. No, the arrows stay. They're staying there. I don't care. Well, okay. How the thumbnails work now, there's 3 of them. So YouTube has a feature where you could have 3 different thumbnails and test them. And that's what I do. And it's been working a lot better. So, again, I like the intro. Got kind of sick of it, though, so... Are you going to do intro music for the streams? I don't know. We'll see. I just think it doesn't... It hurt the channel. I don't know why. Like, ever since I've read the intro and stuff, my views have, like, tripled or whatever. So it's like... Is that a fluke? I don't know. But... We'll see. I cut the intro out. I actually started putting clips in videos. So it adds more context. So... I could use more cutting in terms of editing, like 3 to 5 of them per minute. Okay, here's a little tidbit. There are more edits in the video because there are some takes I cut. I will admit that there are some takes that I cut out because just it doesn't work or it's bad. But, my plan is I want to add more, like, graphics and stuff eventually, but I'm still trying to get better at editing. I've got it better, but, not there yet. Not there yet. I think the Biden moment is when you say the same thing 8 times. Yeah. But it's just, I gotta reiterate my point sometimes, so. Let's see. I do expect Mace to run for governor. Yeah, she's running. She's probably running. Dumpster fire needs to stay. I don't know. The dumpster fire might be time to retire that. I don't know. We'll see, though. We shall see. I can help edit. No, I've got it better. I should be fine now. I'm just trying to figure out, like, okay, what should I do? Because the thing about my videos is I like the simplicity to them. I don't want it to be like, you know, oh, every 5 seconds there's a shitty edit or something where it's like, there's graphics all over the place, you can't see anything. I don't want that. I just like the simple videos. I like the simplicity to them. But at the same time, I want to add a bit more to them. So, I'm trying to find that perfect balance. So... do more old history videos. I want to do more, I want to do more documentary videos. That's always been my passion, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, video later today about Pete Buttigieg and Tim Walz. I kind of talked about that a little bit, but yeah. Tim Walz and Pete Buttigieg. They're gonna run for president. And it's gonna be an absolute dumpster fire. I'd prefer you didn't use AI for thumbnails. Okay, I know people don't like the AI stuff, but let me be honest with one thing. The way I do thumbnails, I need to use AI. I don't like to, but because some people, there's just no pictures of them. There's certain pictures I gotta get that they don't exist. So, I have to do it that way. Again, I don't want to, but yeah. Imagine if that's a ticket. No, please. No! If it's Harris Walz, or Walz Buttigieg, I will laugh hysterically. Alright, enough of that. We'll be back next week with a stream. We'll of course, have videos daily, but, you know, you get the point. We'll be back streaming next Monday. Maybe tomorrow if something crazy happens, but surely nothing happens. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see us at. Godspeed to all of you.